From the 915 to H-Town, from the Panhandle Plains to the Valley, and everywhere in between. This is the 50/50 Podcast, powered by College Promoters USA. Join me, Hector Cano, as we cover the Texas high school club and college soccer landscape, along with an inside look at the college soccer recruiting scene. The 50/50 Podcast is a platform about the people and for the people who are dedicated to the beautiful game.
And here we go. We are back with another special edition of the 50/50 Podcast, live from day 2 of the TASCO Texas High School Soccer Coaches Convention here in beautiful Moody Gardens in Galveston, Texas. And I'm proud to be joined by making their second return trip to the 50/50 Podcast, both Coach Victor Valle and Angel Hernandez, the head women's and men's soccer coach of El Paso Franklin High School. Coaches, how are you?
Good on you, Coach.
Doing great. How about you?
Good. Thank you for having us again.
Absolutely, it's great. Anytime I can interact with the Franklin boys, as I call you guys, it's a good thing. So welcome. How's it going?
It's going well. I mean, so far we're liking the TASCO conference. I'm a firm believer that as a coach, you never stop learning. So anytime that you can go check out new stuff, I mean, count me in.
Absolutely, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Same thing. This is our first time here, and so far it's been great. Yesterday we flew in, we checked in, and yesterday we were in only one conference, and I mean it was good.
Yeah.
Good. A lot of good things.
Yeah.
To take back home and to share with our coaches too.
How was it? How was the trip coming in from El Paso? You know, I had the coaches from the El Dorado men's and women's soccer coaching staff, right? And Oz and Audrey. And I told them, it's like, you guys probably had to have traveled the furthest, right? Quite arguably. How was that trip?
It wasn't bad. We actually flew in.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
I would hope. I would hope you guys flew in. Yeah.
Yes, we actually flew from El Paso, the first flight out.
Mhm.
It was long though. You know,
Yeah.
just, for example, me, I got up at 3:30 in the morning to
Right.
to be ready and fly out by 6:05. But it wasn't bad though. It was quick. It was
Mhm.
quick, and then we just got to the car and drove here.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad at all.
Good.
But again, I mean, those that live in El Paso, I want to say that we're used to it. Every time that you want to come to visit East Texas, I mean,
Right.
get ready for a long road trip.
Right. Yeah. The frequent flyer miles for sure. So good deal. Awesome. So talk to us. So is this first time for both of you attending?
Yes.
First-
Is it?
Yes,
Awesome.
yes.
So take us behind the eyes, behind the lens, I guess, of a first time coach attending the TASCO convention. What has that been like? Is it anything like what you expected? Had zero expectations? What has that been like?
Actually, it's been really positive. You know, it's very well organized. The sessions have been really, really positive. We've been so far, I think, to 6 sessions, I think,
Mhm.
and they've all been really, really good.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's things that we're gonna take home to our coaches. You know, tell them about what we learned, and try to apply them. You know, to our teams and to our sessions. Maximize what we got from here.
Coach?
Yeah, I mean, so far everything good. Something that we like, for example, yesterday we, as a first timers, I guess, we didn't know where to check in, what was the process, and so far all the staff was very welcoming. They guide us through the process, and the check in was actually very easy, very
Yeah.
convenient. The first session was really good. Today in the morning as well. I mean, we're excited and we're very satisfied of so far what we've been receiving here in the TASCO convention, and we're very excited to bring back all the knowledge that we're receiving here.
What's been the best maybe field session you guys have so far? Personal favorite?
Well, for me, it was today in the morning with man,
Simeone?
yeah, today in the morning. Like I completely forgot the name of the coach,
Hmm.
but they were talking about the team shape
Hmm.
and his warm up, his activity to and transition to what I like was there was a why for everything and there was a purpose. Even with the activation warm up activity, there was a purpose to guide us through the real or the actual drill or activity that we were supposed to learn. So
Okay.
everything was there was a purpose, and that's which for me as a coach, I really love because you only have a certain time to practice or to train, and there has to be a purpose for everything. We want to tell the players as they're leaving training for them to say, you know what, I learned this, I learned that. There was
Right.
a purpose. We learned something. So that field session today at 9 o'clock in the morning was very good.
Awesome. How about you,
The
Coach?
same thing. The same thing. One thing in college that we did learn a lot from Coach Coons is that in recession, there was also why. You know why we're gonna do this, why we're gonna do that. That was a purpose. And today it felt like that. You know, like in college. You know, because for every little drill, every passing pattern, every shifting, there's always a why, and sometimes players do something without knowing
Hmm.
that why.
Right, right, right. So very important. Good stuff. And nice hat, by the way. Rocking the Astros cap. I
I
like
had
that.
to.
I
I
like
had
that.
to. We actually lived here for 8 years
Yeah.
in Houston, so I was back. So
Yeah.
I always like to rock something that says Houston.
Yeah. And I was going to ask you guys about that. What has that been like coming back here, being that you guys just left here? What's it been now? 2 years now for you guys?
This is our second year now.
Yeah.
Second year in El Paso.
Back home.
Yeah. What's that been like coming back here, coming back to the area?
Uh, for me, for the rest of my life, I'm always gonna have that gratitude towards Houston. Gave me that opportunity to start my career as a teacher, as a soccer coach. Gave that experience for me to transition to a great school such as Franklin,
Yeah.
a 6A powerhouse. Um, so for me, Houston is it's like my second home. And even we have a lot of friends here in Houston, but for me, I don't even call them friends. I call them family.
Family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to come back and just be here.
Yeah.
Second home.
Good deal. What has the any cool experiences so far with any vendors? Any cool thing you've really seen that has kind of like opened your eyes, or it's like I've never seen that before? Anything with the vendors? Anything pretty cool that you has gotten your attention?
As far as the vendors, I mean, all that we've seen pretty much, is things that we've been involved with. We work with a vendor called Top Soccer. No,
The soccer corner.
yeah, there you go.
Okay,
And we
gotcha.
work really close with Gordon, and today we actually met him. So it was the first time that we actually put a name to a face.
Yeah.
And that was good.
Yeah.
That was good. So I mean, Gordon is really good at what he does. Always really punctual. He's quick
Mhm.
to send you a quote. Uh, Very good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you,
Yeah,
Coach?
yeah, same here. We today we had the opportunity to meet Gordon, or not meet him, but more putting that face. We've been communicating with him since last school year, and for us to get the chance to meet him, it was really nice. Also, yesterday we got the chance to talk to Snap Race, which is one of the
A fundraiser?
The fundraiser
Oh.
we started. Well, for the boys soccer team, we started that last year, and it was a total success. This year we had a very good success with Snap Race. So for us to put a face also on
Yeah.
Snap Race was really cool.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Biggest surprise here at the 2022 convention so far? What's gotten you by surprise? Anything?
Biggest surprise for me, I think it will be the number of coaches. There's a lot of coaches. I think it was yesterday. Somebody said that it was over 1,000 coaches.
Yeah, I think
It's
the
a lot of coaches.
last number I had heard was somewhere close to pushing over 1,100.
There
I
you go.
think. Yeah.
Which is great. Because that means that soccer in Texas is gonna keep on growing,
Mhm.
and keep on growing, not just at the high school level, but also at the clubs.
Right.
level
Yeah.
too.
It'll keep growing because of events like this and
Mhm.
because of coaches like you all supporting it,
Mhm.
right? And being here and making it a point to be here, right? So,
Exactly.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. How about you, Coach?
Same thing. The number of coaches also, the number of coaches traveling from El Paso,
Mhm.
and which is good for us because I feel that El Paso historically has had a lot of talented players,
Mhm.
but maybe sometimes the coaching education is not there, so we
Yeah,
have to travel over here.
right.
So for us to see coaches from other high schools in El Paso, that's really really good.
Yeah, yeah, and I cannot stress this enough. This came up earlier in yesterday, actually, is one of I'll send it back over to you guys for a second, but in a second. But one of the biggest things that I cannot stress enough in terms of these courses, right, is what's just the value of admission in itself is more than the field sessions, the classroom sessions, right? The building of relationships with vendors and getting to see new products on the market is the level of networking that takes place with other coaches, right? And and you're able to bounce things off of each other and say it's like, hey, I experienced that at my school. I have to deal with this. Here's a situation that I have to deal with, and that in itself is like worth the price of admission. Worth the price of membership, worth attending. So year one, first year here. Tell us so the coaches that couldn't be here, the coaches that have thought about being here before and they've just never pushed the button, right? Tell them, why do they need to be here? Why do they need to be attending the next year, the 2023 TASCO convention?
I mean, for me, it's important for us to know that it's never too late to stop learning. Soccer, I mean, it's an evolution. So every year, every year, is changing.
Right.
So
Right.
it's very important for us to come here, especially in El Paso area. If there's coaches out there that need more education, more ideas to explore, Tasco it offers you everything. I
Mhm.
mean, when it comes to welcome you, it's feeling you, for coaches to feel that hey, I'm like my program is here. We're representing El Paso. We're
Right.
representing, in this case, Franklin High School, and just the knowledge of very good coaches giving us good ideas, but also as you're mentioning the networking,
Mhm.
especially with the East Texas powerhouses. Just for us to come here and just talk to them, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for me, it's important for more El Paso coaches to come here and get that knowledge and bring it back
Yeah.
to the 915.
Right. Coach.
Especially Paso being so far from East Texas, I feel that girls soccer it's 2 steps below East Texas. So being here myself, I was able to talk to or see coach from Eastwood High School, um, Catardi, coach from Manwood, East Lake, and I'm missing one more high school.
Eldo.
El Dorado, yes, sir.
Eldo.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. So being able to come here and go back home with more knowledge, and things that we think are gonna help our girls grow. It's great. Soccer is a sport that even the best coach in the world, they still don't know everything.
Mhm.
So for us to think that we know everything, it's not true.
Right.
It's
Right.
not true.
Yeah.
So things like like this conference convention, it's great for us to come here and keep on learning
Yeah.
from different coaches who have more experience, who have been through more of a process. So it's great.
Yeah, yeah, well said. So let's transition here as we start talking about your upcoming season, right? Your 2023 season there at Franklin High School in a very very brutal district, right? District 16A.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about your upcoming season. What has you excited? What are you guys looking forward to?
Excited. We are really eager to start, which we do the 28th of this month. I mean, it's
Right.
already here. It's already here.
Yeah.
For us, I'm really, really excited to see my girls on the field. We have a young team. Last year, we lost 8 seniors.
Hmm.
And out of the 8 seniors, 7 would start. The eighth one would start here and there, but it was 8 seniors pretty much, that started.
Right.
So we were a team of experience. We lost important key players like Cindy
Mhm.
Varela, like Gracie Washburn. And this year, we're going to be a young team.
Yeah.
So
You got some great
I'm
talent
just-
coming in, though. You got some great talent.
Yes, sir. Yes, I mean, I won't lie. There's
Yeah,
there's a few freshmen that are gonna step on.
Right.
I'm just eager to see how we're gonna be able to mesh, as one team.
Yeah.
And then see that final product.
Right. Right.
So yeah, I'm excited.
Good deal, Coach.
For me, I'm very, very, very excited. I feel that last year, um, I'm very proud of the boys. I'm very proud of the coaching staff because we were able to establish a foundation for the program. Um, so now this year, it's more of showing what we've been working onto the field.
Mm-hmm.
Last year was more establishing the culture, a tradition, just establishing a very good foundation for the future, which we did along with the success that we've had also on the games and the records. But now this year, I'm very excited because the boys, they know what I'm asking and what I'm
Right.
expecting.
Right.
And we're also going to be a very talented team. I want to say 80% of the team is going to be sophomores.
Okay.
But sophomores that I given them the opportunity last year in varsity, and they stepped up. So now, even though they're sophomores, they're still relatively young. They have their 1 year varsity experience, and they're very talented. So I'm very, very excited. I mean, it's 6A, and
Right.
Region 1 for boys is, like you mentioned, it's brutal.
Right.
But
right.
I truly believe that those boys are ready.
Right.
And I'm very excited.
Yeah, Region 1, I think regardless of whether you're 4A, 5A, or 6A, it's a grind. Trying to, right, just once you're talking about beyond by district, it's a grind for sure. So yeah, I mean, obviously great to hear. Wishing you guys the absolute best in your upcoming seasons, your 2023 seasons. As you all know, and Coach Valle, as you know, it's a program that's near and dear to my heart because it's where, had we stayed in El Paso, it's where my daughter would have been going to school.
Yes, sir.
And I know there are multiple of her former teammates and friends that play in your program. So wishing you the absolute best, wishing them the best as
Appreciate
well.
it.
So yeah, so again, wishing you guys the absolute best. Thank you for being here. Again, he is Coach Victor Valle and Angel Hernandez of the El Paso Franklin Cougars, both the women's and men's soccer head coaches. Before we go, as is customary, we always like to give our guests kind of a final word, shout out, thank yous, anything that's on your mind, anything that's, we have an upcoming World Cup as well.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to share, the floor is yours, guys. Go ahead.
No, just go ahead and give a shout out to the boys from our program. I'm extremely proud of them for all the hard work that we've been putting in during the off season, and I just can't wait to start the season with them. Also, a very, very thank you to our administration from school, as they did the impossible for us to be here.
Yeah.
So we're always going to be grateful for that administration that they're always supporting.
Yeah. How's my man, Mr. Seifert? How's he doing?
He's doing great.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the best of the best when it comes to his job. So
yeah,
he takes care of just not only us but the athletic program there at Franklin's just absolutely tremendously good.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Tell him I say hi.
It will.
So,
It will.
yeah. How about you, Coach?
The same thing. Miss Ballister, Mr. Seaford, Miss Blackshaw. I mean, everybody at school who are really supportive about us. I mean, like Coach said, they pretty much did the impossible to have us here. Thank you, for that. The girls, who are also working really hard since day one, who believe in the system that we're trying to to play this year. They're eager to start. Thank you to them, to Franklin administration team, and also thank you to Coach Sasso from Del Valle High School, because yesterday as we came in, we were kind of lost. We were a little bit lost. I'm like, hey, Coach, I saw that you're here at TASCO working, and Coach, walk in, come here. So I mean, she pretty much walked us through this process. So thank you.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'll never tell her that to her face, but here she's pretty awesome. So yeah, so we're big fans of her here as well. So awesome. So Gentlemen, this has been great. Thank you again. Wishing you guys all the absolute best. And thank you for being here. And for the rest of you, stick around. We'll be coming back later with many more live interviews here from the 2022 TASCO, Texas High School Soccer Convention here in beautiful Moody Gardens in Galveston, Texas.
You've been listening to the 50/50 Podcast, powered by College Promoters USA. Help us continue to grow by liking, rating, and subscribing on all major podcast platforms. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 50_50pod, on Instagram at 50_50 podcast, as well as on YouTube at the 50_50 podcast. Until the next time, keep downloading,